How is everybody doing? We are here in Wuthering Waves, thankfully in the closed beta, and today we are going to be talking about a certain topic that a lot of people are interested in when it comes to Wuthering Waves, which is how is the gacha system, because this is by far one of the more important factors and one of the important, I guess you could say, aspects of the game, where how are we going to be getting our characters, what's the pity like, what is the 50-50 if we're getting one, how is the weapon banner, how is the standard banner, are we getting a free 5-star, all that type of stuff, and that is going to be answered in today's video. So today we're going to go look in Wuthering Waves. This is going to be called convening or convene to be able to summon or get your characters, and we do have an assortment of banners already available to us at the current moment, and I will be showing you a couple of things to make it a little bit easier to show as a visual aspect, as in how the 3 stars, 4 stars, or 5 stars look. I will have that in the background as well, which is basically when you summon for these characters, you're gonna just appear in this like open empty area, and you're gonna be seeing a stream of water, stream of energy shoot up into the clouds. This is by far one of the easier like ways to know if you have a 5-star or 4-star, because it literally changes to the color of whatever summon you just got. So if you are in getting a 4-star, you're gonna get a purple energy going into the clouds. If you get a 5-star, you're gonna be getting a golden one, and if you're getting a 3-star, you're going to be getting a blue one. So it's not too hard when it comes to what exactly you're going to be getting and how you're going to be finding it. Is there an indicator before the color that shows you're getting a 5-star? I don't know right now, but I do know right now it does go off the color system that we have in the game, which is each rarity and is associated with the energy that's shooting up into the clouds. That's pretty much it when it comes to how to know what you're going to be getting. Blue, purple, and then yellow. Those are going to be 3, 4, and 5 stars. And now to talk about all the other banners and what we're going to be seeing at the very beginning of the game, which is very exciting. The first banner we are going to be getting is the beginner banner, similar to Star Rail, where every 5 multis on this banner, which you can only do 5 multis on, you get a 5-star. So you're guaranteed to get a standard 5-star from the pool of 5 stars that there are, which if I'm not wrong, there is 5 of them that you end up getting when it comes to the pool that we have here. We have Jianshin, I'm gonna be butchering these names, Jianshin, Ling Yang, Verena, Encore, and Calcaro, and these are, that's Kakarato for people that don't know. I don't know why they changed his name, but those are the 3-5 standard characters that we are going to have in the pool for the standard characters. And yes, those will be the characters you get when you use your 50-50, which is something that I have to talk about. Yes, there is 50-50 in this game. You do have a chance of getting the rate up character, which this is most likely going to be our first banner, which is Jin. Yeah, he's really cool, and you have a chance to get him, or you have a chance to get those 5 standard characters that we were talking about earlier on this banner, which is pretty cool. They kept the same type of thing with Genshin and with Honkai Star Rail, where you're going to be guaranteed the character after a certain amount of pulls, not like certain games where you're gonna have to go unlimited pity until you get the character. That is a very big no. And lastly, talking about the beginner banner before we move on to everything else, which is super exciting, the beginner banner is going to be discounted per multi. It's going to be 8 per until you get your 5-star, and then after you get your 5-star, you should probably leave this banner as is, and then you can go onto the standard banner. Now, as of right now, I'm not sure if they're going to be adding it in the future. There is no 300 pity selector. So for the 5 stars that are currently in the game, there's only 5 of them that are standard. You are not going to be able to pick which ones you want. You are only going to be able to get a random chance if you get any of them. And there's also, if I am not wrong, weapons on this banner as well. Oh no, I'm so stupid. That's where I had to talk about the differences about this game and everything else, where there's no 300 pity here, but you do have separate banners for standard characters. And not only that, when you want to go for standard weapons, you are able to select the target that you would like, which is a really cool feature that they added to Wuthering Waves, which I really like. And you're able to pick whatever weapon you want, and you're able to select it, and boom, you're good. You already get to have that rate up whenever you do get a 5-star. And talking about the actual character rate up banners, we're gonna go ahead and look why exactly this is a very good thing, because not only is the pity every 80 summons, which is not too bad. I think that's 1 multi less than Genshin, if I'm not wrong, or 1 multi less than Star Rail. I think it's 90 for the max, if I'm not wrong. But 80 will be every single time you get a 5-star. After 80 pulls, you do get a 5-star. You have a chance for it to be a rate up 5-star, or for it to be a standard. If you do end up getting it being a standard, you will be getting the rate up the next time you get a 5-star. And it follows the same rules as well. If you get a off rate 4-star and you want to get another 4-star again, you will be getting a rate up 4-star the next time, which are going to be these guys right here. A lot of these are subject to change when it comes to the characters that are currently out and also the 4-stars that are in the pool for this banner. So we will have to wait and see how that works. And then one of the main things that I find to be so freaking satisfying and so freaking cool, the weapon banner is something that's been very controversial when it comes to the different variations there are in different games, whether it be in Genshin Impact where you have the optimized path where you have to do 3 pities basically to get the weapon that you want if you're unlucky. Star Rail, luckily enough, it is a 75-20, but in Wuthering Waves they decided to say, I'm going to top every single one of you and say there is no 50-50 on the weapon banner. There is quite literally no possible way you get another weapon that's not the weapon that you're going to be looking for, which I thought was absolutely insanity. Every time a 5-star weapon is obtained, it's guaranteed to be Verdant Summon, which is the 5-star right here, and then the limited 5-star weapon of this event. That is absolutely insane that we are guaranteed the weapon if we're going for the weapon on the character. Now that makes it a lot more enticing to summon for whatever character you like. Say you like GN and you want to go for the weapon, it's very possible to do so because you are guaranteed the weapon no matter what, as long as you get a max out to pity, which is going to be 80, which that is absolutely insane to me. Getting a guaranteed weapon is something unheard of, and not having to worry about a standard rate character or a standard rate weapon is absolutely insane. And I'm assuming this as well, because of how the weapon banner works, this is also going to be exactly what you look at. The base rate applies to items gained. I just want to see if you are 100% going to be getting the 5-star weapon from every pulls, because this is just really cool. Conving when the guarantee or rate up is not triggered. When the guarantee or rate up is triggered, the guarantee rules or rate up rules apply. Okay, so I think this one, if I'm not wrong, you do have to have 50-50, but it's the standard pool. Having it on the limited one is way more useful and way better in my honest opinion. To multi, you do have to use 1600, which is very similar to the other games that Hoyoverse has made, which is really nice. But let's go ahead and look at the store, which is a very big thing for free to play and a very, very big thing as well for a lot of different players, because guess what? In this game, not only do you get these things, how the Stardust works or how the other materials you get when you end up summoning for these characters, you can summon for the weapon banner pools, the people pools or the character pools, the standard banner pools, and you also can get dupes of characters that you already have, which my honest opinion is absolutely busted. I think this is such a crazy addition for a lot of different players, especially free-to-play players that really want to play a certain character the most that they can. Because if we're reading this right and they keep it the exact same, getting enough of these little 5-star corals, which you do get from getting 5-star characters, this is going to be insane. That not 5-star characters, but you do get these the same way you would get them in Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, where every multi you get a couple of these. Same thing with the 4-star versions as well, where you're able to buy a couple of the, what is it called, of the item shop. You're able to get some of these pulls and some of these other materials. Now for the higher version, the same way you're able to buy the characters in Genshin, the same way you're able to buy the 4-stars with the light cones in Star Rail, you're able to buy dupes for the characters, which is absolutely absurd. And if you're saving these a lot, and I mean like you're never using these, not for pulls, not for the characters, it looks like you're able to save these for a very long time and then spend it on the limited rate up character, giving you dupes for that character. And as you can see, you are limited to 2, which you are going to get 2 copies for quote unquote free if you do save these up to the amount that would be 360 times. That is insane. And the fact that you could also do this for these standard characters if you really like them. Do I prefer that you do that? No. Maybe you should probably wait and use it on the limited character. But whenever you really like a character, you don't want to spend more money, you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy the dupes for it. And then you buy 2 dupes, boom, you have 2 dupes for that character. Now you get to play your favorite character even stronger than what they already are. That's absolutely absurd. That is so cool that they added this for Wuthering Waves, and you also are able to do this for some of the 4-stars as well, which I think this is just a cool addition, to be able to buy dupes for a bunch of different characters, having the pulls here, being able to buy the pulls here, the materials here as well. There's just so many great things when it comes to how they're doing this summon system, with it being guaranteed weapon. You're getting the starter 5-stars always. you're getting the standard rate up character 50-50. That's not too bad in my honest opinion to ask for. And then you also have these dupes that you can get for free, quote unquote, because you do have to get these from the pools that you would usually get from summoning on these characters. So other than that, that's going to be it for this video. There's not much else to say when it comes to exactly what we're going to be looking at. This game has been very nice so far when it comes to the summon experience, and I can't wait to talk about this more in the future. So if you're excited for Wuthering Waves content and you're excited for more of this game, let me know in the comments below, and also leave a like and comment, all that type of stuff. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.